So this is a transit hub I made. This is what an awesome public transport hub looks like. They had portals to every zone in a very convenient small area. Look how small this base is. It's just one room. There's your entrance. There's your portals. You have a few amenities. You never really have to walk too far. So I'm hanging out in zone 8888. This is one of the original public transport bases on the everlasting shard of Homecoming for City of Heroes. If you are unfamiliar with the public transport base idea, it might be because it's become a thing of the past. In late 2020, the Homecoming team overhauled the entire transport system and introduced the long-range teleport power. These changes got rid of a very specific command you could use. It was a GM-only command called enter base from passcode. And an entire culture formed around this code because it allowed you to enter a base anywhere instantly with a click of a button. And so people created these special teleport bases, these public transit hubs they called them, in a very convenient small area. Look how small this base is. It's just one room. There's your entrance. There's your portals. You have a few amenities. You never really have to walk too far. But mostly they've been abandoned because of this long-range teleporter ability they added where you can just jump to any zone that you've been to before and found some exploration badges, as I've covered in a previous video. But before this change came along, people actually spent quite a bit of time creating interesting transport hubs on each server, and it was sort of fun discovering them and sharing the links. For this video, I'd like to show you a few of the ones that I've created and just show you a bit of what what is now old Homecoming history, the public transport hub. So this is a transit hub I made. I kind of like it. In fact, I think this is probably my favorite one that I created. I did spend quite a lot of time on this one. So it's a nice compact area. You don't have to wander around too much looking for things. Everything's just centrally located. It's really more about the aesthetic. One cool thing about bases is that you aren't kicked off the server for being AFK, so these used to be great places to just hang out if you weren't busy but you didn't want to log off. This is what an awesome public transport hub looks like. This is the Cosmic Transport. I've seen this change actually a few times. Whoever makes this base has edited quite a bit. It's gone through some evolutions. It always looks nice. It's so popular that Cosmic Transport has become a synonym for public transit hub. So here's another public base that I designed. You have your entrance, you have your teleports all lined up. Common theme in these bases is the large lettering on the walls to quickly identify what you're looking at. These things were all about efficiency. course, in this one, I've added some back rooms just for fun. Just because I like base building, but the main room still is essentially the same thing. Back in the day, I used to see people use this space here. It's always kind of cool just to see other players wander through an area that you created and using it to enhance their gameplay by getting around quickly. And there's so many of these to choose from that when they hopped into your base, it was because it worked for them. They liked it, and that was kind of special. So just to show one last example, here's another transport base that I made on a different server. Same basic concept, just a different aesthetic. It's always kind of cool to see what the different ideas people would come up with in creating these spaces. You could always add your own extra little elements, whatever made it unique, while always keeping the functionality of a close row of portals next to the entrance with your trainers, your vendors, etc.